Players knock on Leech's door. He opens it, shakes his head, closes the door. Players hear some annoyed rummaging. The Leech opens the door again, sliding a bear trap out with a gold piece in the jaws. Hey, what's up floor gang? Welcome to another episode of DnDGreentext. I realized that a lot of the comments on these threads can actually help the story better or just add to it. So I started reading more of the comments from every story that I read, so let me know what you think about that. And yeah, without any further ado, enjoy the video. To be fair, it would probably work. All it takes is a cocky rogue rolling low, or a low-int barbarian with more health than a Final Fantasy character. I stand in the trap, then take out the gold. It was poisoned. Make a DC 24 con save. I rolled a 2. I pass. Min-maxing be like. Do you know how expensive it is resetting all these traps every time you adventurers turn up? It would be less expensive to pay you to f off. Another version I saw was the dragon that bribed the adventurers to leave them alone and just let it nap. Hold the f up. Players go to a sketchy town looking to bust crime lord. They know there's undercover knights working towards the same goal here too. At a tavern. Waitress is a 10-year-old girl. Is actually one of the knights, a gnome under disguise self, looking to bust child molesters and human traffickers. Starts flirting with them to bait them in. Everyone rightfully creeped out by this girl. They explain what they're here for. Oh, okay, meet me in the back so I can clarify things, they say in their actual voice. Players say f that and don't follow her. Complete their objective without her help. One IRL year later, campaign ends. Your game was really cool, Anon, except for that one time you played a child trying to get into my pants. What the f, man? Explain everything to them. Haha, sure, man. Kill me. That's got to be an awkward situation to be in, huh? To be fair, I'd be pretty creeped out if a child tried to seduce me, even if it were to be revealed later to be a ploy. I've had a GM pull something similar to that on me before, and while it was part of an AP, it felt really distasteful. Also, depending on how you changed your voice, it could have just sounded like a slight change in tone, making it weirder. Gnomes tend to be given higher pitched voices, so it could have seemed like another childlike voice. If I were to do something like that, they definitely would try to seduce a nearby NPC, not a PC, and the different voices would be very vast difference, like from soprano to baritone. I was in disguise as a little girl on one of my characters, and the DM described an NPC as being super hot, and with my 7 wisdom I started flirting while in disguise, and the NPC was like, "Why are you letting this child act like this?" And the barbarian, who was going to torture this guy, said, "We'll leave you alone with the kid tied up if you don't tell us." And he revealed everything immediately. Okay, not gonna lie, it's kinda weird that you're all having plots involving, well, playing little girls. Not gonna lie, it's f***ing weird. Why not just have the waitress slip a bit of paper under one of their orders which says, "I'm a knight in disguise, not a child. Meet me at X location at X time and I'll explain." Or just throw your players a bone, not like that, and hint heavily that they should go meet the kid, and they'll get it once they meet her. Hints! Bigger hints! An actual note! Yeah, I don't blame the players on this one. Plenty of things you could have done. Okay, let's move on from this because I don't want to think about the little girl plot anymore. Let's just move on. Just keep in mind if you want to use this plot that you're risking to get a story worthy of RPG horror stories. Do you guys remember Sir Barrington? It was one of the first stories read on this channel. If you don't remember it or if you haven't seen the story, I left a link with a timestamp in the description. It's gonna be the first link linking to the video with this story. Sir Barrington. Unbearable trials. What is Sir Barrington doing out here alone? There seems to be a note next to him. I need some me time. Everyone seems to think Barrington is a Fora knight and does what he says, but I can't understand him at all. To me, he seems like a regular bear. Just a bear. I gotta get my head together or I'll go crazy. If you find this note, take care of Barrington. Supposedly, he tells you exactly what he wants. Squire Killen. Sir Barrington looks at you expectantly and licks his lips. Summary. Help Sir Barrington in his daily trials. Objective. Go to the feeding glen. What an unfortunately deranged individual. I'll have you know, Sir Barrington is one of the most worthy of his title. Not only is he fearsome in battle, I have also witnessed his cunning firsthand. We were debating how to face a particularly tricky bunch of rebellious casters when Sir Barrington exclaimed, "War!" obviously unsatisfied with our pointless debate and scratched our map indicating where to dig trenches, because after all, casters can't win at prolonged sieges and our 3-4 covers would prove to be greatly advantageous against their volleys. Truly a strategic genius. Does intention matter? Warlord commits atrocities in the name of the greater good. This is evil. Noblewoman fantasizes about the outside world and adventure, but buries those thoughts deep down inside herself because her people and country come first. This is lawful. Vigilante that is at constant odds with the law has his own personal code of ethics that... There is a censored word and I have no idea what it is and I have to look it up again. I'm curious, I don't know. Okay, apparently the censored word was autistic. Is that really an insult? I don't know, man. I'm gonna put it in, I hope it's fine. Vigilante that is at a constant odds with the law has his own personal code of ethics that he is turbo autistic about. This is chaotic. Don't debate me on this. Your cape edgelord is chaotic no matter how obsessive he is about his personal rules. Local hero is a glory hound that only slags monsters and saves civilians for the praise. Is this good? The action is good, the person is not. If Joseph Stalin gives $5 billion to charity, the action is good. He himself is obviously not. He's good. Being a glory hound isn't about morality, it's about personality. You can be good and an asshole at the same time. Yeah, just look at Bono. Chaotic and lawful are more about convictions, I'd say. Otherwise, characters would swap between them, moving from civilization to civilization. I think loosely held convictions are what chaos actually is, not caring about hypocritical or flip-flopping between ideals. But if you make a choice and stand by it forever, that is lawful even if no one agrees with you. That's why devils are lawful. If you make a deal with them, they'll hold up their end, but they will always try to get around it to screw you. Bending, but never breaking their promises, even when they lose. Yeah, do you guys remember the story with the imp in a bottle? Cursed imp or something in a bottle, and he had to answer a question to escape, but he answered without it being a question, so he just went back in the bottle without complaining. I mean, stayed in it, I guess. Yeah, evils are lawful, man. What's the most autistic a player at your table has been? Not necessarily the most retarded or that guyish, but hung up on bizarre, irrelevant detail. Be playing an adventurous league game. Had a cleric in my party who had a quirk. He would always kick doors open. It didn't matter the door or where we were. He would still kick it all the same. Entering the tavern? Cleric. I kicked the door open. Sneaking through a dungeon? I kicked the door open. Preparing a surprise attack on enemies in the next room? I kicked the door open. At first, it was funny, but after many sessions of him doing this, we all got tired of his I ended up yelling at him. He got defensive, asking why. Me. Because you keep boot-f***ing every door we come into contact with. I mean, seriously, why do you insist on kicking every door? He looked me dead in the eyes and with the most serious face I've ever seen on a person. Because you never know if the door is really a door. It could be a mimic. We all told him he was f***ing nuts. He left our group after that. Anyways, the party got attacked by a bunch of mimics a few sessions later. Apparently they were seeking revenge on the cleric that killed hundreds of their brethren. That's glorious. Please invite the cleric back. Well, ain't that a kick in the teeth? The mental image of someone smashing a door open when you're supposed to be sneaking up on them is f***ing hilarious. Okay team, the rogue will go in first and try to get... That cleric has obviously got some doorknob related PTSD. I think he made the right choice. You ever see any horror movie? They ease the door open and get murdered. Action movies, they boot the door off its hinges and kill everything in the room. It's about establishing dominance. You creep in, you're telling them you're concerned for your own mortality. You boot the door into non-existence, and you let everyone in that room know you have no regard for such things as barriers, and even less regard for the lives of your enemy. If that's the case, you should just go full Kool-Aid man and bust in through the wall. Oh, yeah. I love when a DM does stuff like this. First session of my first game ever, I was playing an edgelord rogue. Killed the guy for not giving us the information I wanted. Like 6 sessions later, that came back to haunt me and almost killed 2 of our crew. I learned not to be an edgelord rogue that day. That's a lesson most players don't learn. I had a rogue player trying to escape the white encounter in Death House through the mimic door. He was like, I got to get out of here, I'm low health. I leaned down to examine the door and check for traps. Roll. You see no traps. Okay, I open the door. The door is sticky. I push harder. No, you misunderstand. You are stuck to the door. Oh? Oh shit. He died. Yeah, I'd imagine if you're in that position and something like that happens to you, you would never trust a door again. Make sure no door is a mimic. Alright, that was it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you did and subscribe for more if you're not subscribed yet. If you wanna get notified when new videos are posted, it helps me out. Also, big thank you to everyone that recently started supporting the channel on Patreon. Really appreciate it, guys. If you wanna check out the Patreon, there's some new tiers, so you can get some rewards that aren't there before. No, okay, that's a lie. The only reward that's new is a video of me personally thanking you, if you think that's worth something. But yeah, thank you to everyone that's supporting there. And also links below if you want to join the Discord, subreddit or whatever else. And yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you next time. Have a great day, bye.